So who's the mole? Big T? Chuck responds, yeah, I think so. And then you were removed from the conversation. I then texted Chuck and Dante the screenshot of Dave's tweet. I said, just a heads up for you morons. This is a screenshot from a group with 3 people in it. Whatever I was in had 5. Have a great day, though. I then followed up. It's literally whoever the person other than Dante and Nikki Smokes is, maybe the easiest thing ever to figure out. And Dante responded, thank you, Connor. I never doubted you. And then put me back in the other group chat. He said, Big T's in, Chuck is out. My bad.
Welcome back to Nanodosing. It is Tuesday. I hope everybody's doing all right. It's September 16th. Today's episode is brought to you by Game Time. College football season's back. Great games this past weekend. And because college football season's back, that means that tailgates are back, crowds are back, the excitement of being in the stands before kickoff, that's all back. If you've ever found yourself at a tailgate and you want to grab tickets at the last minute, that's where Game Time comes in. The Game Time app gives the advantage back to the fans. It's the hack for unlocking amazing tickets and experiences in just a few taps. It's super easy to use. The Game Time app means you can trust that you'll get 100% authentic tickets on time and at the best price. They got a Game Time guarantee and their fees are always included, so what you see is what you pay. Big weekend of college football coming up. Again, this weekend, people are talking about JMU Liberty. That's going to be a big game. But also we got Oklahoma, Auburn. What are those tickets looking like?
I can get you into Memorial Stadium in Norman, Oklahoma. Jackson Arnold coming back to where he started his career as the Auburn starter. $117 for that ranked matchup.
That's going to be a great game. Great game. Oklahoma's looking real sharp. Take the guesswork out of buying college football tickets with Game Time. Download the app, create an account, use code MACRO. Get $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account, redeem code MACRO, M-A-C-R-O. Get $20 off. Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Download the Game Time app today. Welcome back to Nanodosing, Tuesday, September 16th. We got the whole squad here again. Arian's remote. Mad Dog McKenzie behind the glass. Big T with me in the studio. I miss you already, Arian. I miss having you around. It was great having you in the office.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, it's always a good time seeing the fellas and the ladies.
You didn't have too much of a good time with Nick on Friday, did you?
That's my favorite. So we had a blast, man.
Great. I'm so happy for you.
Thanks, man.
That's how much I care about you. Even if it's with somebody else, I just want to see you happy.
No, that's real love right there. If you love it, let it go. If it comes back, it's meant to be.
And look at us. We're back.
We are back.
Yeah. He must not have been that good.
Jesus, man.
All right, yeah, we're back. It is Tuesday. We got a lot to talk about over the weekend. A lot. First of all, I just want to say that, Big T, I heard a nasty rumor.
What's that?
This morning. I heard that you got kicked out of the critical thinking group chat.
So,
is that true?
I fixed it. I haven't told them this. I don't want to be in this group chat. I was added to a group chat over the weekend called Critical Thinking Group by Dante.
Who else is in this group chat?
So in this one, it's now. This is such a collection of people. Dante, Nikki Smokes, White Sox Dave, and me. I want it noted. I have not sent a single message. You can verify.
Yep.
I have not sent a single message in this
I see
group
no
chat.
blue.
So Dante adds me to this thing. He's like, basically, I'm questioning all narratives. I want to get my top guys on this kind of thing, and need to make sure we have no moles. 6 hours later, Dave Portnoy tweets a screenshot of a thing that says Critical Thinking Group Chat with the exact same text. And Dave is like, rule number 1, find the mole or whatever.
Yep.
The screenshot Dave tweeted, I'll pull it up right here, had only 2 people other than the person who took the screenshot in it. The one I was in had like 4 others. So Dante started multiple of these. And it should have been very easy to figure out who it was, given that you can tell by the screenshot of that other one, whoever the third person is that isn't listed at the top.
Why did Dante start multiple critical thinking group chats?
I don't know. But so
you're not a critical thinker.
So in the one that I'm in, that's a great point. He Saturday at 6:08, probably right about the time the Tennessee game was ending.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. So who's the mole? Big T? Chuck responds, yeah, I think so. And then you were removed from the conversation. I then texted Chuck and Dante the screenshot of Dave's tweet. I said, just a heads up for you morons. This is a screenshot from a group with 3 people in it. Whatever I was in had 5. Have a great day, though. I then followed up. It's literally whoever the person other than Dante and Nikki Smokes is, maybe the easiest thing ever to figure out. And Dante responded, thank you, Connor. I never doubted you. And then put me back in the other group chat. He said, Big T's in, Chuck is out. My bad. I'm just going to just leave it on Do Not Disturb or whatever. But it was not me, so.
What kind of topics are discussed in the Critical Thinking group chat?
It's mostly been questioning the narrative around Charlie Kirk's assassination.
That's a group chat that I don't think I would want to be in.
Yeah, I'd say there's a lot of.
Add me, bro.
You want in it?
Add me in that shit.
I'll add you and then leave. I'll just drop the nuke.
Well, no, I don't want to be in there if you're not in there.
Well,
I don't even know them cats.
You should add Jerry O'Connell.
I don't know that I have his number.
Nobody takes over a group chat like Jerry.
I believe that.
No one. Just dominates it from the second he gets in.
Does he not have an iPhone, though?
He does not have an iPhone, which makes it even worse.
Oh,
yeah.
It's
I
like
can't do that.
It just turns into a wall of green when you add Jerry into something. It doesn't matter how many people are in it. Jerry has the freshest memes. He's got the hottest posts on Instagram that he sends over.
And then they come in an 8-bit.
Then it's green bubbles. You can't emphasize anything. It's a mess when you put Jerry in. All the emphasize this turns into the text
right.
of it saying what the person is trying to do.
PFT emphasized.
Yeah, it's a disaster introducing Jerry to those. But I'm glad that you're back in.
Yeah, I don't care enough about that group chat to send it to Dave.
Yeah. Yeah.
I honestly haven't even read the text. I just see them come in.
Where are they at with it? Where are they at with their investigation?
I don't know, man. I just see a lot of, oh boy, here we go. None of this makes any sense.
There's staples in the critical thinking world.
I'm not going to tell people what to do, but this is how I typically operate in a time like this, because we were recording Macrodosing, and right as I said, love you guys on Wednesday afternoon, you guys saw the news about Charlie Kirk, and then we just said, okay, I was sitting here and Big T and Arian pulled the video up. I didn't watch it, but I saw their reaction to it, and that made me decide I never want to see that video ever. So I've tried to avoid that as best I can, but typically what I like to do in those situations is just log off for a while, because you're going to see all the worst posts. You're going to get angry at society. You're going to get confused. Then you're going to get confused about why you were confused, and you're not going to make yourself any better in the moments and days of something tragic like that happening. And if it was, I always go back to 9/11. If Twitter was around during 9/11, it would have been the worst place in the world. It would have been the last place that you want to go for your own mental health, for any sort of breaking news. You're going to find a lot of bullshit out there. And yeah, that's usually how I operate in situations like that. It was a terrible, terrible week, and it was an awful thing that happened to him, and it made me sad, and it made me a little bit scared about the direction that our country's going, and it made me kind of hate the internet a little bit. And I don't know what we do, but the internet is a bad place. It's gotten worse, and I don't think it's going to get better. Maybe that's being pessimistic. Maybe that's too far in the negativity column, but I don't know. I'm more pessimistic about the future of online discourse and how that's going to pollute our actual lived-in non-internet society in the near future and the far future. So that might be a bummer, might be tough well, I know it's tough for me to think about. I'm sure a lot of people have thought the same way, but I don't know what we do.
Do you think this is any different than any other politicized death in the past since the internet's been around?
Yeah,
very.
I do.
Why so?
I think that it's about the moment that our society's in right now. Where in America, if you go online and you read people's comments about things, you will start to think that half of the country hates the other half of the country, and both sides want each other to be arrested, banned from society, or killed. And that's not the case. In the real world, it's not the case. How many times have you walked down the street or had a conversation with somebody and then you're like, wow, that guy wants to kill me because of my politics? It never happens.
No, I feel you on that, but my question was, what was different about this one than other like politicized deaths in the past?
What do you mean when you say politicized deaths?
Deaths that have been taken by political pundits and used as either fodder for that camp or the start of a cause or anything like that.
That happens all the time. I don't think we've had in 50, 60 years anyone killed who is just a speaker, a pundit.
Oh, so okay, but I'm not talking about the death. I'm talking about the reaction to, like the reaction.
But the
to
reaction is
politicized
inherently different because the person who was killed is different.
I think
Charlie. Well, what is I'm asking what the difference is. What is the difference?
I think Charlie Kirk was, I don't want to say a creation of the internet, but his profile rose to prominence because of the internet. He was like a uniquely online presence that established him as a speaker and as a commentator. And baked into that, you've got all the other old reactions to everything Charlie has said online that were also posted online. So the discourse around Charlie Kirk has been happening exclusively on social media since he rose to prominence. And then his death being posted on social media and the reactions all coming from the same people that had already weighed in on Charlie Kirk and his prominence on social media made it like a different type of reaction than we've ever had in this country, I think.
I don't see it like that. I don't know. I mean, you see people from the right, like they look at him like a martyr, and you see people from the left that look at him like, there's some people who are like celebrating it, and there's some people who like, it sucks that he died, but like I'm not gonna like mourn with you. Which, I mean, that's typical in these kinds of situations, I think, on either side. So I don't see much difference in his death than deaths that have been politicized. I think it's just happened most recent. That's what I'm asking what the difference was, and I can't really see it.
I just think the reaction, since his story is like a uniquely online story, I think that the reactions online have been magnified. I'm not saying that like the general response to a public figure's death, there's always going to be some people that mourn. There's going to be some people that are indifferent. There's going to be some people that celebrate. And with Kirk, though, you had all this coming together online with like a very high level of emotion and anger and sadness and joy in some cases. And I think that Kirk being that online guy, that is a uniquely online story that we have not seen. Like I don't think we've had political deaths and political assassinations, but I don't know that we've had something like this when it comes to a pundit that so many people looked at and identified with or hated. And so the reaction to all that, with all the emotions that are coming out online, it's been, I just think it's been like one of the worst, 5 days that I can remember on social media.
That's why I'm confused. We had literally so like when George Floyd died, that set off like a movement of protest across the country that was like huge. Like I'm not in no way levying them against each other, character, anything like that. I'm just saying the death of that was politicized. Yeah. Like we've seen it be memed, we've seen it be used as like political fodder on either side of the aisle. That's why, like, I understand people are hurting, I understand people are indifferent, I get all that, but it's because like your tone was interesting to me. Your tone was like, this is different. And I'm just curious as to how. Like how is this? It looks the same to me. It looks like somebody died, people love him, people hate him.
I think I see what you're saying in that just the reaction is kind of the same. I don't know how much different it could be other than there are social media posts, there are people talking about it, like in terms of the tangible, like what it is. But George Floyd was killed by a cop. That's like, it's a very different thing than a conservative like pundit who goes around speaking at schools getting shot in front of thousands of people because someone didn't like what he believed. It's an inherently different thing.
I'm 100% on board with you. I'm not saying the deaths are the same. I'm saying the reaction to. I'm clearly speaking from the reaction too, and I think I'm just curious as the PFT's notion of this is different. Are you saying the act of is different? Or are you saying like this death marks a new era in American discourse? Or like I'm just curious. I'm not berating. I'm just genuinely curious what you're saying.
I think it's the fact that everybody already had an opinion on Charlie Kirk, and it was usually strongly one way or the other prior to this happening. So there were already like baked in arguments about the guy prior to his death, and then when it happened so publicly, then all that culminated in people like just boiling over the top online for the last 6 days. With Floyd,
yeah,
in my opinion, when George Floyd was killed, that was about like a moment that happened that everybody saw, and it was like a holy shit, look at this. I can't believe that this is happening in our country. Or in some cases, people saying, I told you this has been happening in our country. With Charlie Kirk, it was a moment that was captured and everybody like had their own thing that they were ready to just jump into right off the bat. And it created like an instantaneous online battle, which was bad. And a lot of people posted about him. What?
But that's what I'm saying. So did every other death. That's why, like, I'm not trying to minimize death. I think it's extremely sad. Like, I don't want to seem insensitive. In that aspect, I did not personally mourn him. I'm indifferent about it. But I think it's extremely sad that he died like that. I think it's sad that his kids have to grow without a father. That's just horrible, dog. But like, this is like not new. Like as far as like us infighting. Like right, left, this shit is just not. It's not going to change. I've been pessimistic on record for a long time, but it's not going to change.
From
like,
the way you're saying it, is there anything that could be different then? Like I think you're like what?
I'm saying nah.
Okay.
I don't.
Yeah, I think that's what you're like. I don't think you would say there's any way that it could be different, which I wouldn't agree with, but I see what you're saying, I guess.
Yeah, because I'm probably online a little more than I should be during these days. But I see that sentiment from PFT, and I was just picking at the mindset of it. Not like I'm not picking at you, obviously, brother, but I was just curious as the mindset. Like compared to people saying like this is different, and I haven't seen a real explanation of like how is it different.
Okay, it might not be different, but it might be just taken to an extreme. Like worse than it's been.
What would be the extreme?
I'm saying that the discourse around it it's been bigger and it's been angrier than I've ever seen it personally.
I hear that.
And so I think that we're in a bad place right now, and I think that the way that the internet has kind of trained us to hate each other is a very unhealthy thing. And I think that the more siloed our information becomes, where you find yourself exclusively getting your news from one channel or another, you develop little tiny groupthink mind hive communities that end up just going down into a deep, dark, almost irony poisoned hole. And then you lose the ability to connect with anybody else that might think differently than you. And I think it's worse than it's ever been.
I mean, I don't know. Like you can say that. This is a country from slavery. What do you mean it's the worst it's ever?
I'm not saying that the country as a whole. I think you're misunderstanding what I'm saying. I'm not saying that the country as a whole is not worse than it's ever been. We had a fucking civil war where hundreds of thousands of people killed each other, right?
Yeah.
That was much worse than people that are getting angry online at each other. But I think that where our heads are at in terms of public discourse and how we think about each other, the more we're online, the worse it gets.
Yeah, I don't necessarily disagree with that. But I think, like, I always try to look at society like from the macro, right? Like, and like this was kind of inevitable, like when you really think about it, because after, right before the internet, there's like this, there's like a social contract a society has, right? There's decorum. There's like you treat people a certain way, but we live in pockets of like segregation. Like we live in pockets of like white folk live with white folk, black folk live with black folk, majority, right? And we still do. But online has opened up each other to each other's cultures, each other's inner thoughts, and that had us interact in a way that hadn't been seen before in human history. And so I think this is the byproduct of that. This is the byproduct of cultures cross clashing, and like it's at a boiling point now that to me was inevitable. Um, and so I see the only remedy is, which I don't see happening, right? But the only remedy is for our leadership, right? For our elected leaders to take a step back and say, listen, let's not try to own the libs. Let's not try to own the conservative. Let's take the tone down, right? It's not gonna happen because that's how you get votes, right?
I actually thought that the governor of Utah, I don't know anything about his policies. I don't know anything about him at all beyond what I saw this weekend. He seems like a guy that's got a good head on his shoulders. Like he seems like a rational person, an empathetic person, and the kind of person that you would want to be your leader based on how he reacted and how he dealt with this crisis this week. Again, don't know anything about him. He might suck as a politician. He might be great. But I was happy to see a little bit of humanity from somebody that had a very prominent voice. So that was
I didn't see him.
But I know what you're saying. Like you don't here's the problem with online discourse in general. I think you don't get attention for telling people to calm down. You get attention the way that the algorithms are set up and the way that, I mean, even Twitter being monetized to the point where they pay you for interactions. You reward the people that have the more outlandish takes or the more extreme takes. And then that person gets reinforced by the algorithm. And then they say, okay, this is a good channel I'm going down. And soon enough, there's going to be somebody that comes up and is more extreme than that person and captures their audience. And there's never anybody that captures an audience by having a more rational conversation, which I think is a very big problem.
Yeah, truth is boring. You remember when McCain was taking questions from his town audience when he was running against Obama, and that lady stood up and she said he's a Muslim. And, well, it's very problematic questions and answers, but like she was like, he's a Muslim, and he goes, no, he's not. I know him, and again, problematic answer, but the sentiment was there, right? He was like, no, he basically put water on the fire of her question and her rhetoric, and he was like, that listen, we could disagree, but like that's a good dude, you know what I mean? I feel like that shit is gone.
Yeah,
like that shit is gone, and that is a part of the social contract that we had before the internet. It was like, which I believe you have to have in order to have a civil society. Like you have to be able to like me and Big T disagree about pretty much everything, but that's my guy, right? And I got people that in my life that be like, how are you friends with that dude? I'm like, cause he's good dude. I feel like he's a little misinformed, and he probably feels like I'm a little misinformed. That's all right, but we could talk it out. That's cool. But that shit has to happen from the top down, and it's not gonna happen. Especially with the dude right now in office. He's like, he's just cussing people out constantly, and like that shit informs his undercurrents, like Senate, Congress, and it goes down because that's how you get constituents to vote for you. Like you said, that's how to get it. That's how to rile up the people, and it ain't going nowhere. So,
yeah, and I think and again, the reason why I haven't really weighed in online, it's a couple reasons why I haven't like posted on social media about it. One, because it's not going to accomplish anything. I don't need to be like performative and like make anything about myself when a tragedy like this happens. And then two, it just is what's going to happen if you post online. There's going to be 200 people that start arguing in the comment section with each other that get angrier at each other and just turns everything more toxic. And it's like it's kind of disgusting. And I also think that a big problem with the internet right now is people who are poisoned by irony. And it's been happening for a while, and it's getting worse with all the different Discord channels that people have, and like the online call. I'm not blaming Discord, by the way. I'm saying like the small communities that work each other up. If you read the shit that the dude allegedly engraved on the shell casings, like this guy shot somebody, killed a man, and he was like, ha ha ha, owned. And it's like, it's disgusting. And
they got access. I haven't been paying attention to, like,
he didn't write ha ha ha, owned, but that was like his ethos in it was lol.
One was, hey, fascist, catch. Another had like some weird Discord or some online thing. I didn't know what it was.
One was a video game code. One was OWO.
That's
notices bulge, which is like a very online way of like making fun of trans people.
Okay, yeah, I'd never heard of that before, but
yeah, I hadn't heard of it either. But you get the OWO, like you can read into that and be like, okay, I can see where this came from. So I maybe this is a heavy way to start out your Tuesday. So I apologize if I'm putting everybody into a downer mood, but I didn't want to speak about it, especially because like after things happen, you don't really know what the fuck went on, and you need a few days to process and to see where things go with the investigation and all that. And there's still a whole lot that we're going to find out that we don't know right now, which is why I'm not getting into like super specifics about, because there's a lot of shit that's wrong. There's a lot of shit that's right. And we don't know what's what until you give it a couple days.
I would assume because he's still alive, right?
Yep.
I'm sure we'll get a statement from him at some point about his motivation. So the speculation is like not really.
Yeah. Well,
it's kind of pointless.
I don't know if we'll get a statement from him, but we might get access to things that he's written or some documents, but it doesn't sound like he's going to cooperate with the police.
Okay.
He probably has a lawyer, and they've already said they're going to try for the death penalty. So it's like, I don't know that him cooperating would provide him any benefit. So I don't know if he's going to end up doing that or not.
Yeah. I think the rhetoric that happens on, I hate to be the enlightened centrist, but on both sides of any kind of, like I said, politicized death, it's like the right owns this or the left owns this. It's just, I hate that shit, dog. It's like, because it's like, I don't look at it like that. I just look at it like you got some sick motherfuckers that are willing to kill people. Period. Like you have people on the right who are like conservatively, fiscally conservative, and they maybe don't believe in abortion, shit like that. Like that is what it is. I'm not gonna change your mind. We don't have to agree. That's fine. I don't want to murder you, and I'm positive the majority of y'all don't want to murder me. It's just that rhetoric causes those Discord channels to explode.
Yeah.
They own this. It's you placing the blame on an entire ideology. Like I saw a whole bunch of it's like, the reaction videos to reaction videos, that type shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like liberals were tired of you. I'm like, bruh, I just want to have healthcare, dog. I'm not finna shoot nobody. I promise you. I just want you to have healthcare. You may not agree with that, but that's fine. That's my main political agenda, dog. I want you to have healthcare. That's about it. So like to put it like on the left, the radical left, it's just so fucking stupid. And it's not even smart. It's just stupid. It's dumb. And I like, as much as everybody like believes that they're critical thinking and critical thinkers, like that's when you put that hat on when shit like this happens and log the fuck off.
Yeah.
Like not everybody wants to murder you, bro, because you believe life starts at conception. That's not the case, dog. We don't agree. That's life, man. We don't gotta agree, but nobody want to murder you, bro. Majority, because that's crazy motherfuckers. But talking like that, you gonna spawn a whole bunch of them. But I don't know. It is sad.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Very, very sad time in America.
A slight pivot. Your boy Trump talking about the kickoff rules in the NFL.
Yes.
That's slight.
Listen.
That's a hard pivot.
I don't want to get political, but Donald Trump is talking about the kickoff rules again. It's funny you bring that up, Aaron, because I just sent a text to Sam Schwartzstein to see if he could come on Macrodosing
Flex.
to explain. Sam Schwartzstein is the inventor of the kickoff rule. He invented it for the XFL back in 2019, 2020, and it was then subsequently adopted by the NFL as their kickoff rule. And I was wondering if he had a response to the allegations from President Donald Trump that the kickoff rule, quote, looks like hell. And Sam would like to come on the show. I had to reach out through Amazon's PR because he works for Thursday Night Football. Also, I should specify the kickoff looks like heel, HE''LL. I think he definitely meant looks like hell, right?
He got auto-corrected.
Do you believe that the kickoff looks like hell?
Yes.
Did you think that before Trump said it?
Yes.
You just visually don't like it, don't care for it.
Yeah, I actually think in practice it's not as bad as I would have anticipated, though some of the alterations they've made around it, like a touchback going to the 35 is asinine, that kind of thing. But I do think aesthetically it looks terrible.
There's something about like two walls of dudes running at each other and just colliding, right? It's probably not the safest thing, which is why
Neither is football.
Which is why they tried to change it to reduce, or I guess in favor of player safety. But sometimes dudes just want to watch 10 guys sprint full speed into 10 other guys. I think that's what Trump's talking about.
What if 40 seconds left in a game, in a college game, you're down 4. Team's kicking off, the team that's leading is kicking off, a guy goes offside on the kickoff. So now they have to move it back 5 yards. That puts the kick out to the 7, guy returns it for a touchdown. A penalty on that kickoff changed the game.
Yeah.
Can't have that in the NFL. Now it's just, well, you wait until it lands in the landing zone, then he can return it. But if it goes out of the landing zone, now it's to the 35. It's a whole thing.
So you're upset because we can no longer have offsides on the kicking team.
I'm saying you fundamentally changed the game. If you're going to get rid of the kickoff, just get rid of it.
Well, there's still the element of blocking.
Have the balls to get rid of it.
So over the weekend, we saw the guy on the Steelers did not know the rule. And the ball rolled into the end zone. He didn't touch it. Seahawks recovered, touchdown. Because they change it, and it's been changed a few times in the last 2 years, there are some teams that just don't know the rules.
My understanding was if the ball hits in the end zone on a kickoff, it's a touchback.
Not if it lands in the landing zone and then rolls into the end zone.
Right.
Which is kind of, that's a throwback, isn't it? Like it used to be if you kicked the ball off, you had to down it. Like the player had to touch the ball and down it in the end zone or else it was a live ball, right?
I honestly don't know.
So. Yeah, it's been so. But it's like, who gives a shit, right? Get rid of kickoffs altogether. It's dumb. Put the ball on 25 and let's play ball.
So, yeah, there's that. But also, I like the onside kick. They've ruined the onside kick.
That too.
You have to declare an onside kick.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan of this rule. I like my sports violent. I like my sports with fighting.
I'm glad someone's willing to say it.
Yeah, I like my sports with performance enhancing drugs. I want the biggest, baddest athletes available with science, and I want to see blood. That's what I want to see.
Basketball's a contact sport. Football's a collision sport. You don't have to play.
I mean, I'm with you. I don't like it. Like I'm bring back the old rules where you got this is the problem. Well, first let me disavow Trump's statement. I will not condone soft dudes calling football sissy shit. I can't do that. You could never play. So park that. First of all. Second of all, he right. It's like, you ever have like in-house fight, you and your family fight, and somebody want to try to get in, you're like, no, not you.
Yeah.
But it's why you see the receivers nowadays, right? They small. They all Tyreek Hills, and they like those kind of guys. They small because the rules have changed, and it's where you're no longer scared to go over the middle because you're gonna get a flag thrown on you. Remember back in the days, you had to be a big wide receiver because you was afraid to go over the middle because you was gonna get knocked out. It ain't like that no more. So that's why you see these 5'10", 160-pound receivers now because they ain't no threat in the middle no more.
Brian Thomas disagrees. Brian Thomas still a little bit scared.
Who?
Brian Thomas from the Jaguars.
Oh, I saw that clip.
There were a couple.
Yeah, he little alligator armed it a little bit. Yeah.
Trevor didn't do him any favors. He kind of put him in harm's way, but also it was bad tape.
One of my favorite quotes of all time is Michael Irvin. I think he was asked like about going over the middle or something, and he said, every time I did it, I said, I either catch this football or I go back to the projects.
Yeah,
and he was like, so I caught the football.
I saw that.
Facts.
Yeah, so he said it's sissy football and it's bad for America and it's bad for the NFL. Now, I do think that he was able to put his finger on something that I've thought, but I haven't really been able to describe. So credit to Trump for this. He said the ball is moving and players are not. The exact opposite of football is all about. I think that absolutely nails it right on the head, right?
Yeah.
The ball is moving, but nobody is reacting to it.
It's a solid point.
That's a great point that he made. Sir, thank you, sir.
Good truth.
I'm about to go buy a red hat. This is
Make football great again?
Make football.
Would you put that one on?
The problem with the make blank great, that was a moment that we had in America where like everybody was rushing to the market with their own like make blank great again, including people that were not a fan of Donald Trump. And from a distance, they all look like make America great again.
Well, then do you remember people started making the hats that were like, this hat is stupid, in order to try to get people to think that they were wearing a MAGA hat to come up and be mad at them and be like, haha, gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm on your team.
Right.
They like wanted people to get mad. It was a whole thing.
It didn't work out. What else we got in the news today, Big T? I've got a couple of things that I wanted to get into real quick. I'm glad that we talked about the critical thinking group chat. Please keep me abreast of anything.
Who told you that rumor that was clearly false?
Just a little fly on the wall.
Interesting.
Yeah, a big, tall fly on the wall. Shaved head.
Okay. Yeah, the guy who was actually maybe at fault.
Maybe, possibly. Yeah. You want to stick? I'll give you choose your own adventure. You want to stick with football? Or do you want something that happened to me over the weekend that I'm a little bit embarrassed about?
Let's do that, and then we'll go back.
Okay. I think I got scammed this weekend.
Oh, no.
I'm usually awesome at detecting scams. I always say, like, I'm mentally tough. I'm immune to being brainwashed. I've had experiences where I've been in, like, a cult recruitment situation. I just laugh, and I'm like, you people are ridiculous.
Before you continue, I got a new scam text this weekend, and it didn't get me. I'm unflappable, but I am curious. Was it a text?
It was not a text. It was an IRL scam.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Okay,
Yeah.
continue. I thought you may have fallen for a new. Okay.
No, this happened to me live in the flesh. So on Saturday, halftime of the Vols Bulldogs game, which we can get into in a little bit, I made a quick trip to Home Depot to pick up some stuff.
Okay.
On my way back,
How doers get more done.
stopped by the car wash because my car got towed last week. It's a long story. They put it in a impound lot that was apparently made from moon dust. So it was just, the outside looked like shit. So I stopped at a car wash, get it washed, and I start to vacuum out a little bit of the inside. I pull up, park, the guy next to me pulls up. He goes, I love your car, dude. I love that car. And I knew something was weird because this guy was like very assertive and like, yeah, my car, it's an okay looking car, but this was not the El Camino, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, but nobody.
I guessed that with the car wash bit.
Yeah. Nobody would ever like approach me on the street, be like, dude, what a fucking sick ride. That's awesome. So my antenna was up a little bit, and he goes, I love those cars, man. I see them all the time, and that's my favorite kind of car in the world. I was like, oh, thanks, man. Just trying to vacuum my car. And he goes, I see you got a dent in the side of it, which I do because of Hank's pole that he put up in the parking lot that he did not.
You just left
wait,
it?
you still have it?
It was a little bit of a scrape and a small dent, yeah, because I didn't feel like taking it into the body shop, and I knew they were going to try to charge me like, $1,500. So, and it was a small dent, but it was there. And so the guy goes, I see you got that dent in the side of it. I work at a body shop, and I got the tools with me right now, and I can fix that dent and take all the scratches out of the side of your car. And I was like, okay, but I'm trying to like move the conversation along to see what he's really getting at. So he's trying to go down this whole sales pitch with me. I was like, how much do you want? He's like, they would charge you $3,000 for this. I was like, tell me how much you're going to charge me right now. He was like, I'll do it for $150. And I was like, $150. He's like, just get in your car and hit the brake. And then he took like the tools out of his car. And I was like, wait. How much are you going to charge me for? He's like, $150 right now. I was like, let me get your card and I'll give you a call back. He's like, I can't give you a card. I don't have a card. And he's like, just get in your car, sir, and put your foot on the brake because I'm about to pull this out and I don't want your car to move while I'm trying to pull it out. That to me, hand up, that should have been a red flag right there. That was a red flag because my car was in park. It was like, what's my foot on the brake going to do that the parking brake won't do? And so I get in, put my foot on the brake, and I hear this pop, and then I come out, and he's like smearing all this epoxy stuff or whatever it is on the side of it to fix the scratch. He's like, wipe this off in like 2 hours with soap and warm water. I was like, okay. So I paid him the money. He drove away. Then I started to look closer at the. I don't think he got the dent out. I think it was a fake thing that he did. There's still like I haven't looked at it under the sunlight yet because I drove it home. It still had all this white shit all over it. And then I parked it on the street and I haven't gone back to like inspect it since then. But I think I got taken for $150. Maybe I'm dumb. What was the purpose of putting your foot on the brake? There was no purpose. He was telling me because... Oh,
to get in the car.
Yeah, so
okay.
From his point of view, he was like, I don't want this guy watching.
All right, yeah, I did. I couldn't... Okay, I got it.
And I think putting the scratch fixer on top of it afterwards was a way for me to not be able to see if he got the dent out or not.
Wait, hold on. So we don't know if the dent is out or not?
I haven't taken a quick look. When I drove it home and I parked it, I looked.
You can't say you got scammed and you don't know you got scammed.
Did you not do what he told you to do with the soap and warm water?
Yeah, but it was dark out when I did that.
You should be able to feel a dent.
Yeah, well, there's also like a natural dent in the side of the car, like the way that the door is designed. It has like
a natural dent.
Well, it has like it's the design of the panel. It's curved. So I need to get closer and do a thorough visual inspection of both sides of the car to see if the symmetry is there.
I don't know that you got scammed, brother.
So I was thinking about that, but then I went home last night and I looked it up online. I was like, car dent fix scam. And it was everywhere online.
That's what you typed in.
It was everywhere. Everyone's like, beware of this current scam that's going on right now. And step by step, what the guy did to me, that was the scam. But I'm going to go home today. I'm going to inspect it. There is a chance that he just did good work for me. But he did it using the exact same steps of trying to do a scam.
I mean, worst case scenario, you're at $150. You made it sound like something terrible happened.
Right. No, I mean, that is the worst case scenario.
You're either out $150 or you got your dent fixed
for $150,
and you don't even know.
So my problem wouldn't necessarily being out $150 for it, because all in all, it could be a lot worse.
It's allowing yourself to be scammed.
It's allowing myself to get tricked by a very obvious scam. That's what I have a problem with.
But we haven't even conclusively determined that it was a scam.
We have not yet.
Okay.
We have not. But again, it followed all the exact same steps as an established scam.
A car dent fix scam involves unsolicited individuals in parking lots offering quick on-the-spot repairs for dents, often for cash upfront payment. These scams are fake, use improper tools like plungers, and typically leave vehicles worse off by damaging the paint or metal. So, you didn't see the tools that he used?
I saw, it was like a bright green suction cup that had a handle on it that he stuck on the side of the car.
Did he do any twisting moving?
Yeah, there was some twisting and then some pulling.
He might have got you right. I'm curious to see. I don't know.
Yeah, he might have done great work for a reasonable price. In which case, like I'm gonna feel kind of like a genius.
No,
you should feel kind of like an asshole.
Yeah, you tell the world a man scammed you.
People listen to this.
He saved you $3,000.
Well, hand up. I tipped him an extra $50 on top of it.
Here go 2 more for y'all.
Yeah. I did hook him up because in the moment I was like, this guy just did me a solid. But then.
Okay, so you thought it was fixed when you tipped him.
Yeah, but it was covered in this like white foam, so I couldn't even see the dent at the time.
Okay.
But yeah, in the moment I was like, yeah, he hooked it up.
We need to know when you get home if the dent is fixed.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's critical
I need
to
update expeditiously.
Okay, I'll take a picture of both sides of it in the sunlight, because I took it home. It still had the foam on it. Then at night, I went out, I washed it off, didn't get a great look at it. It was parked
You didn't
on the street.
feel it though? Like, how you don't feel? I feel like you would have felt the indentation on the. You'd have felt that.
Well, no, I'm saying there is an indentation on the car, but that's the design of the panel. Even the side that was not dented has a certain indentation on it. So I don't know if it's that same indentation or if it's a little bit deeper or if it's different and the shape is different.
I feel like you'd have felt the inconsistency while you're rubbing your hand over the panel.
I might have, but yeah. Then on Sunday morning, I just went to the gym, went to work, and did not inspect the car. So we'll see.
Is the car here now?
No, it's not. Drove the El Camino today.
Oh, okay.
So I will
I'll
go home and inspect it.
We gotta clear my man's name in the case that he did you right.
Yep. All right. So you want to talk about football now?
Let's do it.
Okay. First of all, thoughts and prayers to Joe Burrow. Turf toe rears its ugly head again.
Is that the injury whose name is most misaligned with its severity?
Yes.
It has to be. Not even close.
Because isn't it like your toe like completely bends all the way back the wrong way?
So what I heard is that the toe is basically a knee that's attached to your foot. It's like a very small knee. And so there's a lot of stuff that goes through your toe that can absolutely fuck it up. Like your toe has its own ACL. Your toe has its own MCL. And turf toe, I think, is more about all the tendons and ligaments and shit that's on the bottom of your foot that connects to your toe. And so it's not just the toe. It's like your whole foot that's fucked up.
Why do they call it that? Do we know?
I don't know, because I guess you can get your foot stuck in turf, your toe stuck in turf, and then that can fuck up your foot. And so they just assign blame to the toe for it.
Turf toe occurs.
Go ahead.
Turf toe occurs when the big toe is hyperextended or bent backward excessively. This can happen during activities that involve sudden changes in direction, such as running on artificial turf, jumping, planting, and pushing off from the big toe.
Yeah, so it's like a knee sprain almost, but it's on your toe, and it's much harder to get over because you're constantly putting weight on it everywhere you go. Like you don't really think about how much force you apply to your toes, but it's a lot. It's all the time, and so when it's not there, it's very noticeable. It was one of the most painful injuries I ever had. I got it in 2007. I felt the effects from it 5 years into the league, easy.
What?
Damn.
Shit hurts, dog.
Did you get the surgery or no?
Nah,
Okay.
I just wrote it out. I got it right before the Outback Bowl, so I rested a week, and I definitely had a bunch of painkillers. But that whole week of practice, I wear a size 13. I had to wear a 14 on that foot because the pressure was just too much. It was crazy. Yeah. That shit hurts, dog. It ain't no bitch. That shit hurts.
We got to find a better name for it.
We do.
Remember, Dion was out for a long time because of that shit.
Yeah. When you hear turf toe, you think that this is like a...
Sounds like you stubbed it.
Yeah, it sounds like you stubbed it, or it's like something that has been like creeping up on you and gradually getting like a little bit worse and worse and worse. Like a lingering thing, not necessarily an acute thing that happened when you did something that caused like an instantaneous injury. But the Bengals are now without a quarterback. They've got Jake Browning. Jameis Winston is out there. Kirk Cousins is out there. Andy Dalton is out there. Is it coming home?
Is he still on the Panthers?
I believe so.
I have a quick question.
Yep.
About Kirk Cousins. Didn't he just sign that huge contract, though?
He did. He was a free agent a year and a half ago, signed with the Falcons.
So why can then would the Bengals buy out his contract?
My guess,
how does that work?
knowing the Bengals ownership, they're probably not thrilled at the prospect of paying Kirk Cousins millions and millions of dollars.
Right, as a
The Falcons
replacement.
could eat some of it, right?
The Falcons could eat some of it, yeah.
Okay.
And they're paying him anyway, so you may as well, if they're like, we'll pay 25 of the 40 or whatever.
But even still, I was going to say, like, if they agreed to pay $30 million, the Bengals would still then have to agree to pay $10 million.
Well, what are they paying Burrow?
Well, they still have to pay him. That's the thing about the Bengals ownership.
Sure.
they're not going to be thrilled about the prospect of paying Kirk Cousins $10 million. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe the Falcons say, listen, we'll pay the whole thing, but you got to give us a 3rd-round pick.
Yeah, they could work something like that
because they're paying the whole thing anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Is it all guaranteed? Is Kirk Cousins' money all guaranteed?
Through this year, yes. And then he'll get cut after this year.
I was thinking the Falcons might have signed Kirk Cousins as a smokescreen.
I mean,
They're never going to think that we're going to draft Michael Penix if we pay Kirk Cousins $80 million.
and to be fair, it worked. No one did.
Yep, no one did. He looks good, by the way.
He might be good.
I think Penix is good. The red zone offense sucked last night.
Yeah, but that's why we sign a kicker who can make field goals.
That's true.
Listen, you make 9 field goals, you're going to win ball games.
That's true.
I only made 5, but
Don't let Arian hear that.
well, I might be on Arian's side now about just getting rid of kicking.
I wish
Let's
my team had a
go.
kicker.
Because in
Let's
the other
fucking
in
go.
the other game, it didn't help me. That wasn't Max Gilbert's fault, though.
So do we want to talk
bro,
about that?
You're now a meme in my family, fam.
Oh, no.
From that stream.
I sent it to the group. It's just so fun.
Which
Laugh
one?
out loud
Oh,
when I
the
saw
one
it.
you sent me,
Yeah,
like turning it off.
Good game. Fuck me.
Yeah. Well, the way it ended was the worst because he clearly scored and they reviewed it for 5 minutes. And I was like, I want to just turn it off, but I have to sit here and wait until they announce it's a touchdown. All right, touchdown. Good game. Fuck me.
Okay, touchdown. Good game. Fuck me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Big
It was a
T.
great game.
It was a really good game. From an objective outsider that doesn't have a dog in the fight, I enjoyed watching the game. Tennessee kind of fucked themselves. Well, they did fuck themselves at the end of that game.
Several times. It just sucks because
Fair. That Georgia quarterback made one of the better throws you will see at that level,
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah.
That shit was a dart. Oh my god, that was
it's
nasty.
a great play. I just don't remember the last time we played like very well against a very good team and lost.
Yeah.
We've played poorly against good teams and lost. We've played poorly against bad teams and lost. And we've played great against good teams and won.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember the last game we played a really good team and played that well and lost, which
So-
sucks because I think we're really, really good.
Yeah. So it sounds to me. Well, was that your attitude right after the game, or were you just like,
I mean, obviously it sucks that we lost. I would have rather won, and it was very painful, but we're awesome.
yeah,
So go win the rest of your games, and it'll all work itself out.
yeah, it
Like-
will. I've seen the playoff projections. I haven't seen one that still has Tennessee in it, but I think
That's
that's very.
fine.
I think that's short sighted.
I mean,
I think
there's
Tennessee,
a lot of ball left.
a lot of ball left, and you guys got a quarterback.
I think Tennessee should no longer recruit high school quarterbacks.
Okay.
We should exclusively get quarterbacks out of the transfer portal. Because I feel like now that we've got 4 and a third years of evidence, Heupel's system works the best with guys who, even if you might not think they're the most supremely talented,
Mhm.
if you get a guy who is experienced, has played college football, can read the field, and is a little more athletic than your average guy that can move around and make some plays, like he's going to run the offense very, very well.
I agree.
Hendon Hooker was nowhere near an NFL prospect, showed up at Tennessee and was one of the best players I've ever seen.
I agree.
Joey Aguilar, everybody said is not good, shows up and might be the second best quarterback in the SEC this year.
If you're accurate, you can move around the pocket, and you've seen defenses, and you
Yes.
understand where the players are going to be.
Yes.
Then that's really all you need to be a very good quarterback. I agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
His offense is very quarterback friendly. If you have those like basic talent, you don't have to be a special guy coming out of high school that's like a unicorn.
And we got one of those, and he sucks. So,
Yep.
By the way, I think, their coach got fired, UCLA's. I think Nico might just quit.
You think he's going to quit football?
Quit that this season. And I think if he was smart, he'd try to go somewhere else again because his career is not going the way he'd planned. I think he might be like, I'm preparing for the draft.
That's it.
Which would be a very poor decision. But
if the draft, right now, if the draft was today, does Nico get drafted?
maybe somebody in the 6th or 7th round is like, we'll take a flyer, but I don't see it. He's bad.
It's a combination of red flags and also just not being very good.
Right. I just bet against UCLA every week now.
Mhm.
I don't care who they're playing. I don't care what the spread is. I bet against UCLA. So far, we're 3-0. So I'm going to keep doing that for the rest of the season. It seems like a pretty good strategy at this point.
What else did you take away from college football this weekend?
I picked Texas A&M to go to the playoff before the season. That looks solid.
Oh yeah, I won that bet.
Florida still stinks. LSU.
What was the final score to that one?
2010.
20-10 LSU. Florida threw 5 interceptions. Shout out DJ Lagway. Georgia Tech, very good. Clemson, pretty bad. Clemson as a program is just not. I saw a comparison earlier today between them and Vanderbilt.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can pull it back up real quick. Over the last season and a half, since the start of 2024, Vandy is 10-6 overall. Clemson's 11-6. Vandy's 7-5 against power conference teams. Clemson 8-6. Clemson 0-4 against the SEC. Vanderbilt 4-5. Vandy 2 wins versus the top 15. Clemson 1.
And Vandy looked real good this weekend.
Yeah, might be a pretty good football team. I think they're going to be 5-0 going to Alabama. Talk to your children about a 5-0 Vanderbilt team.
It's an important conversation to have.
Yeah.
Virginia Tech looks like they're just rudderless. I've seen a lot of Mike Vick to Virginia Tech to save the program talk out there. I don't know. That might be a little bit hasty.
I don't think in the current, 5 years ago, you could have hired Michael Vick. And maybe in 5 years you can hire Michael Vick. But you can't. They're in a position right now with conference realignment stuff and all that. You can't take that chance.
I think it's like Virginia Tech and UVA are both trying to get that SEC invitation.
Yes.
And they'll probably only give it to one.
Does Virginia Tech not strike you? I can't describe why. They just feel like a Big 12 team to me. It just feels like a Big 12 place.
They definitely feel more Big 12 than SEC. The reason why is because Frank Beamer and the way that his teams would play, that is definitely Big 12.
Yeah.
It's like block some punts, return some kicks, get crazy with it on offense. You don't think about amazing team defense when it comes to speed and athleticism.
Now they have
and
had some
physicality.
awesome defenses.
They have, but you don't think of you're right. They don't fit in with that same LSU mold or that same Florida in good years mold. But yeah, they've had some really good defensive players. Cam Chancellor, great player. They've got some good quarterbacks too. Cornerbacks that have played there over the years. D'Angelo Hall. Yeah, I mean Mike Vick would be a splash hire. But I don't know if it would be a good program. The problem with Virginia Tech is it was built around one guy.
Yeah, well, his son's out there.
His son is out there. Do you think
might not have a great rest of this season where he's at?
Do you think he would leave South Carolina?
He shouldn't. I wouldn't anticipate it.
The thing is, if he goes to Virginia Tech and he has any level of success, I'm talking bowl games every year, he's got a job for life.
But he's going to get there, and they're going to be like, all right, Frank Beamer's back. We're going to be top 15 every year, and they're just not in a position to do that.
Yeah, especially with JMU.
Yeah.
If you want to point to one issue that Virginia Tech and UVA have had in the last 5 years, JMU's taking all the talent. That's where you want to go if you want to win football games in state in Virginia.
Didn't Old Dominion beat Virginia Tech a few years ago too? They need to quit scheduling them.
They did. ODU beat them. JMU beat them. And that was back in 2012, 2011.
They need to stop scheduling in-state group of 5 teams.
I agree. You're setting yourself up for a big disappointment.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else do we have in college football from this weekend? Oklahoma looks good.
Yeah, big game this weekend. Jackson Arnold coming back in there.
Yeah, it was a great day. Great day for college football. And
great games.
Yep.
Wish one of them turned out differently.
But before we get back to nanodosing, it's brought to you by Sport Clips. You know what's a classic rookie mistake? Not going to Sport Clips haircuts. Guys come in looking like they've just been sacked by a 250-pound linebacker, but they walk out looking like a first-round draft pick. Sport Clips, their stylists have the playbook for a clean cut. They've mastered the X's and O's of men's hair. With the MVP haircut experience, you get a hot steam towel, you get a massaging shampoo, and you get the precision cut. It's the whole 9 yards. When you step into Sport Clips, you're walking into a zone for guys. The games are on, the stylist just gets it. This is a place that's designed for guys to win and walk out with a haircut ready for the highlight reel. Sport Clips, it's a game changer. And this episode's also brought to you by Fox One, where you can stream your favorite live sports so you never miss the Did You See That moments. That means Fox NFL Sundays, college football Saturdays, the MLB postseason, all in one place. Fox One is built for live. It's edge-of-your-seat plays, jaw-dropping highlights, the kinds of moments that make you shout in your living room like you're at the stadium. It's sports, news, entertainment, all streamed live the way it was meant to be watched. It's also the best way to stay locked in on your action, whether you're sweating your fantasy matchup, tracking a parlay, or just riding the chaos live as it happens. Start your 7-day free trial today. Offers subject to change. Go to Fox One for complete terms and conditions. Big T, also in your news sheet you sent over, Nate Bargatze hosted the Emmys. I did not know that the Emmys were last night.
Me neither.
Mm-hmm.
Hand up. Did not realize that. Mad Dog, I assume that you were locked in.
I was.
Any takeaways?
Did you guys see the counter that Nate Bargatze did?
No.
Yes.
Okay. So if you weren't paying attention, at the start of the show, Nate Bargatze basically said, him and DJ Smoove said, we're going to donate $100,000 to the Boys and Girls Club of America. But the caveat is for every second a speech goes over, we deduct $1,000. And for every second a speech goes under, we add $1,000.
Okay.
So obviously the point is to stay under the time.
Yep.
Thank you, Adrian Brody, for ruining the fun for everyone else. And so that was a little odd because, like, instead of playing the music, like, you know, to usher them off, they would just put up the charity counter in the bottom corner. So it was like you went 2 seconds over, all of a sudden, you know, you're actively losing money. Now, was that a shtick? Most likely. I'm assuming they're probably just going to donate $100,000
Right.
anyways.
That's...
But that was kind of weird because it was like, instead of music, they literally just put up the counter. Hannah Einbinder was one of the winners last night, and at one point she went over a couple seconds and she was like, I'll just pay the difference, like, let me talk. So I think that was a little bit odd. I also think, again, like the Adrian Brody of it all last year at the Oscars this year at the Oscars when he went 7 minutes, I think that has like ruined a lot of it. Because also I noticed that the presenter bits were like especially long, at least from what I noticed. They were incredibly long. And then that also made the speeches feel that much shorter. And also, like, I'd rather have a longer winner speech than a presenter speech. The presenter bits are never that funny. And I don't need to hear about you. Like, you're not the one that's important here. Overall, I think Nate Bargatze is getting kind of mixed to negative reviews on his performance. I like him, obviously, as a comedian, so I wasn't bothered by his hosting performance. I think there's been better. I think there has been far worse. So, I mean, middle of the line. I will say his whatever skincare he's doing, he glowing. He was glowing.
The skincare routine is
oh my gosh.
good.
I literally looked at the TV at one point, and everyone makes fun of me on Twitter. I have like a Michael Scott ass TV, small TV, so it's not the greatest. But I could see every pore on that man's face. Like, he was glowing. Or not, the lack of pores. He looked great. But yeah, the Emmys were good, but I feel like I got cut for time on a lot of speeches that could have probably
7 minutes is ridiculous.
more impactful. Yeah.
7.
Well, again, he ruined it for everyone, and now it's like a weird shtick that is running through more awards shows that it's like, don't go over. It's like no one's gonna do the 7-minute thing again. And if you do, like, I think at that point, rather than the charity thing, they should do the cane and pull you off.
Yeah.
Like they did in the old days.
I mean, I
or throw tomatoes.
I personally don't care about award shows.
They're fun.
You like to see like what people are wearing, what they say,
Mm-hmm.
who's friends with who.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to me, it's a big marketing thing for the people that are getting the awards and
Yeah.
just for the industry. So like, I don't think that any host is ever going to be universally loved by anybody.
I think the closest we got, honestly, was Nikki Glaser. I think she did such an amazing job, and like everyone really appreciated it. Obviously, I'm sure a couple people didn't like it, but that's the last time I can think of someone being universally loved, or when Billy Crystal hosted a lot. He did always super well. Or Conan. I think there are certain people who are built for it more than others. Like, I think the late night hosts are better at hosting than a stand-up comedian. Like, remember Joe Coy last year? Like, everyone was...
do not.
We do not.
Okay. Joe Coy, I believe, hosted the Emmys last year. He hosted an award show last year, and it was, like, genuinely so bad. And I don't know his comedy, but it was awful. And he was very patronizing, and I did not enjoy it. And it seemed, I don't think I found one positive review of him. But I think, like, Conan O'Brien, Stephen Colbert's hosted, I think. I think he's done a good job. Jimmy Fallon had a good run. Jimmy Kimmel. Like, I think that they have a better grasp on actually hosting a program than some, like, stand-up comedians that are funny but aren't usually the ones, like, going at a pace of a run of show.
Yeah.
So that's my Emmys review. I'm happy for a lot of the people that won. Did you watch Adolescence?
I did, yeah.
The boy won, the 15-year-old.
He was a very good actor.
Yeah, which he was so sweet. He had such a sweet speech, which I like when a child actor wins. That's really cool. But yeah, he won, which was a really cool moment.
That show was a tough watch.
I couldn't bring myself to watch it. I know what the premise is. I really could not bring myself to watch that show.
All the acting in it was fantastic. Like, some of the best I've seen on TV in years.
They basically swept the whole limited series category. Besides, I think Kristen Milotti won for The Penguin, but the dad won.
Yeah, he was great.
The son won. The therapist won. Adolescence won. I think they won 6 Emmys total. So they basically just swept the whole limited series category.
Yeah, it was like a really well done show.
It was all in one shot too.
All in one shot. That was the crazy part about the acting, is like everything that you see, that's just one take that they did for the entire episode. And it's what, like 3 episodes, 4 episodes?
Yeah, something like that.
But very tough watch. Not exactly uplifting at all.
No.
But also, I expected something different when I watched. I thought it was going to be almost like a Law and Order, where there's like a plot twist or what happened, and then it's just a show that just gets like worse and worse in terms of like how you're feeling while you watch it, but still great acting in it.
Yeah, that kid, I've been seeing clips of him on my Twitter since he won last night. It's insane. And that was his first time on a set, first time doing any, TV project, and he wins an Emmy for it. Like, that's awesome for him.
When you asked Nate Bargatze to host your ceremony, I don't think that you're going into it thinking like, oh, this guy is going to be like an explosive personality. Like, he's a very funny stand-up comedian, but he's like dry and he's very calm and he's good at what he does. But like, I don't know why people expected something different out of him as a host.
I was a little bit confused by that. I do think he is, dry is a good word for it. I think also Big T, correct me if I'm wrong, I think he's pretty clean as well.
Yeah, he doesn't cuss at all.
Yeah, so I think that's a big up for, cable television. I did find it to be a little bit odd of a choice because, he isn't very boisterous.
Are cuss words still a thing? Do people still?
I mean, you can't
on TV,
cuss on television.
The
still.
FCC still regulates cuss words today?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Like, they had I think 2 times last night, 2 speeches, people cussed and they had to blurt it out.
I think it's
They're children.
is it after 10 o'clock you can or something?
You can get away with more, but there's still things that you can't say.
Right.
And they don't go, most of that award show is before 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like the award shows. I like when people that have been working for a long time get their flowers, like Noah Wiley and Tremel Tillman. I like all those people.
VFL.
Yeah, Tremel Tillman. First black actor to win in that category as well. Black male actor. Very exciting.
By the way, I'm seeing that Nate Bargatze ended up giving $250,000 to the Boys and Girls Club, and CBS gave $100,000. So anyone that's mad about that, like, that's funny, and he's gonna give money the whole time anyway.
Right.
So you give $250,000 to the Boys and Girls Club if you want to get mad about it.
Right. But yeah, I think it was a pretty like run of the mill. Nothing crazy happened. Yeah, I will say the opening for it was the SNL skit that he did last year, where it was him being, I think, like
He was George Washington.
yeah, and he was explaining like how the rules of America will work. And he did that same skit with like Bo and Yang and a couple of the SNL cast members. And someone did point out, which I didn't think about, it is a bit odd that he was allowed to do that sketch at the Emmys because it's not his sketch. Like, he didn't write that. I don't know if like the SNL writer that wrote that was writing the Emmys opener, but I wonder what the rules are there of like, did they just kind of like steal your bit, Loki? But also there were
I'm sure they just called and were like, hey, we want to do this.
Yeah. And also SNL people were the ones that were in it, so I'm assuming there was some kind of like working it out thing. But I was like, that is interesting. But yeah, go Emmys. Happy award season, everyone.
Is it award season?
I mean, this is kind of the kickoff to it. It'll be a couple months before we're in full swing. That's like the winter. But
Wait, hang on. Aren't the Oscars are in like March?
Mm-hmm.
So award season is September to March?
No,
that's half the year.
I was actually just having this conversation with an intern out there, but it's like the Emmys are the kickoff, and then there's a break until like, oh God, I don't know, like December. And then they pick up again. And then it's like December, January through March.
And the takeys in July?
And the takeys in July. So honestly, we've already started.
Yeah.
I can't prove this, but I was discussing this about New York Fashion Week, which was apparently last week.
It was, in fact, last week.
That occurs 9 times a year. I can't prove it, but it does. I feel the same with country music award shows. There's
a lot
6,
of those too.
Have to be 6.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's every other month there's a country music award show.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how all these are still a profitable endeavor.
I don't know if they are.
I mean, but a worthwhile, I guess I should say. They're every week.
Yeah.
New York Fashion Week. It's coming up again. It's in 3 weeks.
It is.
I don't know if y'all knew that.
It is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a lot. I was saying, like, because one of the guys out there was like, why are we doing the Emmys now? Why don't we do the Emmys with the rest of the award season, like in January? I'm like, at a certain point, there is a fatigue of it. Like, I literally just saw you on my TV win this 2 weeks ago. So I think you have to spread some of it out.
We need 1 week. Put everybody from all this stuff in Los Angeles, California. Monday is the Emmys. Tuesday is the Oscars. Wednesday is the Screen Actors Guild Performers Society of the Year Awards. Do them all in 1 week, and then we're done. Everybody, you can stay in your same hotel the whole week, and then that's it.
I don't hate that.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Did they get good ratings at least?
I don't know. I don't know, honestly. Hold on,
I mean, nothing gets good ratings anymore. I can't imagine that the awards, they weren't as of recently. I'm seeing 6 million. I don't know if that's confirmed or not.
Yeah, and I also don't know what a good number for those are.
In 2015, it was 12. 2005, it was 18.
Oh, so no. I am seeing a lot of Nate Bargatze falls flat, bad bit. Sad. I like him. Old Hickory Zone.
No, he's the best. Anybody?
I like him.
Yeah, I don't care about the Emmys. I saw Variety said criticized him for being what?
Jayden Daniels.
What happened?
He's hurt.
What?
How bad?
What happened?
Sprained knee.
That sounds like you can play through it.
You know what a sprain is?
Like a turf toe.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up, Arian.
I'm saying
a sprain.
Pretty
I need to know what the grade is. What's the grade on his knee?
Did he get hurt?
There's different There's different grades of sprains. No, it was in the Thursday night game.
Oh.
Usually a sprain means some kind of small tear in a ligament, usually the MCL or LCL.
The injury is not believed to be serious.
Oh, he could be right there.
He can have my knee.
Whoa, drama queen T over there. What's wrong with you, man?
He can have my knee. Well, his status is uncertain.
How long have we been covering the NFL, dog? Half the rosters on. That's what they say on.
You know what?
What is this? Wednesday?
We're all uncertain. Every day is a gift. Cherish it.
It's Monday, by the way. Long week ahead.
Man, you know, I had a long weekend, so that's
yeah.
You're right.
Did you have fun in Milwaukee?
Oh, it's blast, man. Great. Oh yeah, we clinched too. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing to be a Brewers fan.
Clinched a playoff spot.
Yeah, we clinched.
Not the division yet, but
No.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's wrapped up too. But we clinched the playoff spot. You know what it is. 90 wins. It's great.
Great year.
It's a fun team to watch.
Did you
man.
see Bob Euchre's letter?
Yeah.
I didn't see his letter, but I saw a lot of hype over it. What was the?
I sent it in the group chat. He, you know who he is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He, I guess, wrote a letter right before he died and gave it to the owner and said, read this to the team next time they make the playoffs.
Holy shit!
And the manager read it and it was awesome. And
So cute.
Yeah, he's the
I gotta
man.
go watch that then. Wow, that's amazing.
He said, I'm on the team up here, but God has me as the third catcher. He was the best. So feel good. They're America's team, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a fun. It's not your normal from my understanding about baseball. It's like a normal dominant team. It's like it's fun to root for. The underdogs that are on top. Let us see it. Did y'all watch the fight? Canelo and Crawford?
I saw the highlights of it, but I didn't watch the fight.
You missed a masterclass.
That's what
I don't know how much of a fan of boxing you are, but he put on a masterclass, dog. It was special to watch.
some of the combinations that I saw him throw were just unreal.
Man, there's two boxers I've seen that it's just when you watch them, it's like this is poetry when you watch a fight. It's Crawford and it's Mayweather. Like and for him, I think he went up 2 weight classes to fight him too, and he's like 40 something. I think 40, but it was impressive, man. He's had a hell of a run. To one of the best to ever do it, honestly.
It was an ass kicking from what I saw. Nobody was upset about the judge's decision, right? Like no controversy.
It was. I had Canelo winning like I think 1 round or 2.
Yeah,
and it was like maybe you can give it to him, but now he dominated the entire fight. It wasn't even close. Canelo do it too.
yeah. It was some of the combinations I saw Canelo take it just looked brutal. Like body shot, whap across the face where he was like, what the fuck just happened to me?
Yeah, Canelo was real passive during the fight, and it was just like I said, it's like everything he threw, he was countered so beautifully. The counters were insane, dog. So, run it back if you like pure boxing. Like that shit was beautiful to watch.
I'm excited to see the Mike Tyson Floyd Mayweather fight. I think that's going to be a great bout.
What?
No.
I'm like, bruh.
No, it's gonna be the worst fight ever televised.
Hold on, they that's real?
Yeah.
Come on with this. See, this is when I don't. You just get me excited watching sports ball again, and then they do shit like that.
It's gonna be so bad.
Jesus Christ. I'm not watching it. I'm protesting.
All right, America, get ready to learn Marcus Mariota, buddy.
He's your backup?
Yep.
I did not know that.
Yep.
Good for
Hopefully
him.
not.
He looked good against the Panthers. The Panthers. He came in last year.
Listen, take 2 weeks, make sure Jayden's healthy, and bring him back after the Falcons game. That's about 2 weeks. Just get him right.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all don't. We're gearing up for the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need him to play in these games.
Mm-hmm.
Just give him a couple weeks, take a breather. He'll be good to go. You don't want to rush that.
I actually don't want to rush. You're right. I know what you're saying, but you're absolutely right.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen the script where we have a mobile quarterback in DC picked 2nd overall that had a knee sprain.
Get back out there.
That got back out there to compete, and then everything in everyone's life went to shit right afterwards.
What year? That was 2012?
Yes, 2012. We don't want
2012 is your line of demarcation for when everything went bad?
that. In terms of with the team, yes.
Oh, well, you said everyone's lives.
Well, I assume everyone feels the exact same way about Robert Griffin as I do.
People always reference things from 2016 and they say this is when everything went to shit.
Yeah.
Feels like 2008 could be a fine year to 08, 16,
the crisis,
20.
the financial crisis of
Yeah.
2007, 2008. Some people would say the death of Harambe in 2016.
Mm.
I would say when Robert Griffin played at FedEx Field against the Seattle Seahawks in the playoff game. On a sprained MCL, everything that happened after that point up until last year was bad for me.
That was was that the divisional game?
That was yes.
To play the Falcons in the NFC Championship.
That's right, yeah. And then Russell Wilson came in and Robert Griffin's knee exploded.
Falcons got up 17-0 and lost.
That was a crazy game.
Yeah.
People don't talk about that game.
I do.
It was an incredible one. So I'm fine. Everything's fine. It's going to be fine. Not worried. Not worried.
At least you're not me.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Deshaun. You guys might have a quarterback. Dylan Gabriel looked pretty good.
Yeah, whatever.
There you go. That's the spirit.
Whatever, dude.
That is the spirit.
I think I just got by an ad. I'm going to buy this, bro.
Oh my god, you guys are sounding unk right now. You're getting scammed.
What is it?
Okay.
Online, PFT's getting scammed in person.
It's an ad for okay. It's a good idea. Tell me it's a good idea. It's called well, I don't know if it's called fresh. It says fresh juice on the thing. So it's like a little portable. You put fruit in there, and it's like a portable
I've seen
blender.
this, yeah.
Add water. You make a nice little fruit juice to go. That's not cool. That's not hip?
If I were to guess, I think that thing probably works about 4 uses.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I almost got.
You know what I do? You know what I do? Was that like on Instagram or something?
It's on Twitter.
Okay. Oh, well, so if I see something like that on Instagram and I like the product, I will go seek out to see if there are better versions of the product that are like legit and not advertising on TikTok or whatever.
You know what? I like that. That's a good little life hack. I appreciate you sharing.
Yeah.
I'm looking at portable fruit juicers. See what they're talking about.
I got really into juicing for about a week. I think that's how most people do it, right? You get a juicer, and then you're like, I'm going to juice every day. I'm going to get all the nutrients. And then you realize what a pain in the dick it is to clean it up. And you're like, I'm not juicing ever again.
Yeah, but that's why this portable one just looks so dope. It's like,
what's so portable about it?
It's just like a cup.
It's portable. It's like a water bottle. It's like a water bottle with a blender on the bottom of it. Put the juice, put the fruit in, put some water on top of that junk, blend him all up.
Okay.
Portable.
All right. We'll see how long you use it for.
You still frothing?
No, my disaster with the frother.
What happened?
Accidentally put it in the dishwasher.
How do you accidentally put something in the dishwasher?
It was in the sink, and I was just putting stuff in there. And I thought, I didn't accidentally. I intentionally put it in there. And I was like, this will probably be fine. And then it wasn't fine. So I got to get another one.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Do we have voicemails? All right, before we get to voicemails, they're brought to you by new sponsor, Saxx. Saxx is the original pouch underwear. Been changing the game since 2006 with its patented ballpark pouch technology. It's the most comfortable underwear for men, period. Think about it. You change your oil, you upgrade your phone, you rotate your sneakers, but you're still rocking those stretched out boxers from college. Your underwear is the one thing you wear every single day. Saxx underwear gives you breathable fabric, no ride-up legs, and a pouch that keeps everything in its lane. No chafing, no riding up, no weird adjusting midday, just distraction-free comfort that lasts. It's the kind of underwear that you notice when you first put it on and then forget about because it's just that comfortable. Once you try Saxx underwear, you realize how bad your old underwear really was. Upgrade your drawers, upgrade your day. Visit Saxx.com. That's SAXX.com. Upgrade your comfort today. Saxx.com. Check it out today. All right, voicemails.
What up, Macrodosing? Love you guys. I just had a question for Big T off of a brutal loss to Georgia. I hate it. I'm reeling. But why would you not run at least one more play? We had 3 timeouts, and it was 3rd down. What are we doing? And should I be concerned with Tennessee's play calling? I'm from Knoxville. Love the Vols. Love you, Eric. Love you, buddy. And,
Yeah.
Please let me know. I'm concerned.
So the play he's referencing is at the end of the game, the end of regulation, Tennessee was set to kick a, I believe, 38 or 39-yard field goal with 7 seconds left. There was a false start on the field goal unit, so it moved it back. Now, it was only 3rd down, so with 7 seconds, they could have run one more play, tried to get those yards back, call a timeout, and then kick it, but Heupel elected to just go ahead and kick it anyway, and Max Gilbert missed it. The conventional thinking there is you kick it on 3rd down in case there's a bad snap or a bad hold or something, and you can get another chance at it. I don't think it would have made a difference. I mean, the kick missed fairly badly. Now, maybe if they'd picked up 9 yards or something, but then what if the clock runs out? I don't have a problem with kicking it. It was a kick that you should probably expect to make. So whatever. They lost the game in a ton of ways other than that.
Yeah, I don't think that if the kick was 5 yards closer, the ball goes through the uprights
I don't
by
think
the angle.
so
That's not what the issue was. But sometimes like those 5 yards mentally can make a difference with your kicker.
I don't listen. Anybody that's talking shit about Max Gilbert or whatever is a loser. Like he made the kick in overtime. He's going to have more chances. That is what it is. From looking at him though, I don't think he wanted much to do with that kick, regardless of where it was from.
He was hyperventilating.
Yeah. So whatever. He missed it. It's fine. Shouldn't have punted on 4th and 2 from the 50. Shouldn't have run it 3 times when they got the turnover in plus territory in the 4th quarter. The team lost the game, is what it is.
Yep. Aaron, do you talk at all to a kicker?
Like right now, like in my life?
No, I'm saying like when you were playing, would you have any conversations with the kicker? Like, come on, man, you got this. Or don't fuck this up.
You leave him alone. You leave him alone. That they head cases. I mean, it's nerve. Like, as somebody who's in the trenches, like they, down in, down out. You develop a certain mentality of like next play. They don't have that luxury. They only have like one, you know what I'm saying? Like you could not do shit the entire game and then the entire team and fan base is looking at you to win the game. Like that's a pressure I don't know of. You know what I mean? Like I can't. So you don't talk to them. You leave them alone. And from my experience, coaches be adamant about that too. They'd be like, don't talk to, leave them alone.
Similarly to my thought about the transfer portal quarterbacks for Tennessee, I also think we need to like severely overpay the number 1 kicker every time we need a kicker to make sure we have the best kicker in the country because we get into shootouts. Yeah. Like the Bama game, this game, and like when we play top teams, if we're gonna win, we've got to score 45 points sometimes.
Yeah.
And, if I ever in a hypothetical world, if I was ever like the owner of a team, I would snatch you as a GM, Big T.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I would snatch you up. And you'd be my play-by-play guy. Like,
I'm running double duty.
I love that.
No, I was talking about PFT.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. He's you know what I'm saying? He's gonna be like our local, like everybody loves him.
Maybe we should create a high school like LeBron, and we'll obviously have a football team, and we'll just run it.
I saw this report that came out that like their testing scores.
Nobody there can read.
Horrible.
Yeah,
I love that.
What do we know why?
There was a couple years ago when that came out. There was a whole thing about it. I don't remember all the details of it, but yeah, it was like nobody at the school can read.
That's wild, man. Good intentions, kinda.
Yeah. But yeah, I think we need to make sure we get the top kicker in the classes where we need a kicker.
How much do you think the top kicker would command in NIL?
I can ask and get you a better answer. If I was to purely speculate, $250 a year.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's purely a guess.
For the best kicker in college?
Let me ask somebody who would know.
Is there like a database of how much each player's getting and like
No, some get reported, but it's not like NFL contracts where they're
It's
public.
just the wild, wild west, man. This shit, shit's a disaster waiting to happen. Oh man,
Yeah, because you don't have to report anything.
shit can get spooky like that, man.
Yeah.
The money could come from anywhere. If they're smart, they'll report it. Well, one for various different reasons. You don't want these kids to get a tax, issues at that young of age. But two, you want to be able to filter like who's paying your players. Like you want to be able to say, okay, yeah, he's getting this from Toyota, he's getting this from whatever, you know what I'm saying? Not Chuck down the street who got $100,000 bet somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like you don't want that.
I actually think now that they're getting money from public universities, it should be the same as employees. Like it should be
You can look it
publicly
up.
available.
Saying that for years, man.
You know how much the coaches make because they work for the government.
Yep. Unless you're at a private
Right,
school.
and then you don't know for the most part.
Yep. All right. Another voicemail?
I've got somebody working on an answer to your question.
Okay, I want to know. Because that's
Well, I want
a
my
good
GM
investment.
I want my GM to be resourceful. He gets answers as soon as he needs them.
Hey, Macrodosing Pod. This is Jake from Shawnee, Kansas, and love the show. I haven't been a very long time listener, but I've been going back and listening to all the episodes. I'm a big part of my take guy, but I've been loving what I'm hearing from Macrodosing. Very interesting stuff. Anyways, my question is, if you had an AI robot that could do anything you wanted, but could only do one thing, so like can make you breakfast or mow your lawn, could only do one thing, what would you have that robot do? Thanks again. Stay handsome. Stay beautiful. I love you guys. You're my hero. Have a good night.
Hey, thank you.
Hero.
Yeah.
Love that.
I mean, some people I'm their hero. Some people they just wear my shirt. You know what I mean? It's
I've got the Arian Foster
it's
shirt on right now.
a spectrum of love, baby. I'll take it off.
Yeah.
Before we answer this, I have an answer to your last
Okay.
question, and it's
my GM. Look at him.
it's a great look for Big T.
All right.
Some places don't want to pay kickers and punters at all, but I've heard of some Australians up to $250,000.
Oh, yeah, that's
That's if
That's
you
reasonable.
can get the best kicker in the country for $1 million over 4 years.
yeah.
You do that every time.
Yes. That's
then even
that's
if
going to
you
win
have-
you so many games.
Even if you have to pay them double that to ensure that you get the best guy,
yeah.
100% worth it.
Yeah, because the dude, like I said, it's tough. That's a tough situation. I don't know how he looked like he was 12 years old. He looked like
He does look very young. Yeah.
and he just looked shook, man. He looked like he was shaking and his helmet was like rattling. It just looked shook, dog. And so I hope he could grow from this, though. I hope he can grow from this.
I think he's a good kicker. He's only a sophomore. So yeah, he'll figure it out. But back to the other question.
Okay, so what would you pay an AI robot to do in terms of a chore around the house?
This is simple. I would pay an AI robot to figure out how to stop AI.
Okay.
That's your job, fam. You get in the lab and cook, and you figure that shit out.
Interesting. I don't. But would
He might take as long as he can, or it.
It's
I
what-
guess I don't know.
it's
why
what
it's-
it is.
how could
It's
you
what it
trust
is.
him?
Yeah.
I
What if he
don't-
never figures it out? Then you're just paying him.
I don't
forever.
trust anybody. You know what I mean? I got this EMP switch
Mhm.
on my hip for the moment he tries something silly.
Just carry around a magnet with you. At any given time, I can end you, dude. What about just a chore around the house, though?
Oh, you make me a drink and bring it to me whenever I need it.
Love that. Robot bartender. What about robot joint roller?
I don't smoke like that, not anymore.
It'd just be awesome.
But if I did, that would be lit.
It'd be awesome to be like, hey, just roll me up a fat one, dude.
I think who was it? I think it was Waka Flocka. He had a paid blunt roller on staff, and he paid like $100,000 or something like that, and he would just roll them blunts.
Mm-hmm.
Your job is to roll me blunts.
What do
What a
you
job.
put on your tax return? Personal assistant?
Yeah, you're assisting.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Mine would
But yeah,
be
imagine he gets like really good and he just makes like these amazing like cocktails, dog. That'd be amazing. Like y'all come over, I'd be like, yo, make him a whiskey sour. I don't even know a good drink, but like make oh, remember we was in Tennessee, we had that they smoked oak with the whiskey.
old fashioned.
Yeah.
Yeah, that motherfucker. He do shit like that. What? Amazing.
I would pay a robot to fix my car.
He be working all the time. That shit always broke.
Yeah. I have to keep him plugged in and charged. Mowing the lawn, I don't know. Mowing the lawn's fun.
Yeah.
Power washing, fun. Doing dishes, no, laundry. I think laundry is the correct answer.
So I was thinking laundry, but then my focus shifted to, so my sheets are like a performance type fabric.
I love that.
So they're
You got
very
dry fit sheets?
Yeah, and they're incredible. I'll send you no free ads, but I'll send you the link. They're unbelievable.
Sleep harder.
And the comforter is like kind of slick too. So every morning I wake up and it looks like a bomb has gone off in my bed. They're just everywhere. So making the bed sucks.
Mm-hmm.
If I could just make my bed perfectly with those sheets, and every night when I get into bed, it's great, 100%. Just do that.
Do you make your bed every morning?
I am told to, yes.
I can't remember the last time I made my bed. Except for putting sheets on. If I put sheets on the bed, I will make the bed.
Yeah, I don't use sheets.
What?
No, I don't use sheets.
What-
Like a top sheet, you mean?
Yeah, they're pointless.
I disagree. They're critical.
I don't have a top sheet either,
What?
but you got the sheet that goes over the mattress and then the comforter.
Yeah,
No.
I got some covering the mattress, but you talking about the little thin piece in between
Correct.
the comforter?
You have a
Pointless.
top sheet and then a comforter.
Pointless.
No, no.
What does it do?
So in the summer, are you sleeping with a comforter?
Yeah, my house right now, 67 degrees. That's why I got the Snuggie on.
I have to have it's a feel thing first of all, but also like when it gets really hot, I'll do just a top sheet
You go sheet only?
sometimes.
I had my room at 65 degrees last night, bundled up in the comforter. It was so good.
Yeah.
It was the
Oh
best.
yeah. And you rub your little feet together like that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. Nestle. It's called nestling. You
I call
nestle in.
Mhm.
I call it cricketing when you do that, when you rub
Yeah.
your legs together.
Nestle.
Cricket?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you cricket. Like your legs rubbing together like your cricket.
I would also like to have a robot that made meals for me, although I do enjoy cooking when I have the time. But yeah, having
I didn't think about cooking. Yeah, I went straight to drinks. Jesus. Yeah, I think cooking is the real answer.
having a robot cook for you every day. That'd be great.
Yeah. And he can make anything. Like he's
Yeah.
goated.
I'd say, do they have to be in the house? Because I'd say grocery shopping.
Grocery shopping, yeah, that's a good one. Also, actually, you know what? I think I'm just going to change my answer to a robot that can get stuff for me on a different level of my house. Like if I'm in the basement and my phone charger is even just upstairs in the main area, I'd be like, "Hey, can you go get my phone charger for me? I don't feel like going up the stairs." Or hey robot, I got ice cream but it's in the fridge and that's up this flight of stairs. That's all it does.
I like that.
Like
The real
fetcher.
answer is to have a robot that makes you robots, and each one of those robots you can assign separate tasks.
That's like a more
I-
wishes
yeah.
thing.
He had no parameters. He said, "What you want your robot to do?"
Also, real quick,
Make my
Mackenzie, you don't do online pickup?
No, I always do it like I don't plan ahead enough so that I'm always like, well, I need it right now, and I don't want to wait like the 2 hours.
I'm
that-
exclusively bring it
But
out.
I
bring
have
it
done
out
it
to my
before.
car.
Yeah, I have done it before. It's very convenient when I remember.
Then I've got a little wagon that I take it up to my apartment in, and
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you do.
Smart.
yep.
Are you ready for another one?
Yep.
Hey, it's Tim in Cincinnati. Quick thought experiment for you guys. What do you think the world would be like if all the continents were still together, like when it was Pangea. Just think it would be a fun experiment. Stay handsome, stay gorgeous.
Okay, so if I know my Pangea correctly, that means that we would be, like the United States would be neighbors with, like Morocco and Spain.
Yeah, Africa. Or like Northern Africa?
Northern Africa, Southern Europe. Is that right?
Yeah. Yep.
So our food would be awesome.
Ooh, a quick that's one of the reasons that they found out Pangea was a thing. They had like the same kind of dinosaur fossils found on the west coast of Africa as the same ones they found in I think it was South America. Yeah, that's just fire. Well,
Can I tell you something? I don't think I've ever told anybody this before. I discovered Pangea.
Okay.
When I was like,
Just looking at
When I was
South
like-
America and Africa one day.
I was 5 years old, looking at a map, and I was like, these fit together.
You little genius. You.
Yeah, and then they're like, yes, Eric, congratulate you've discovered Pangea. Thank you, sir.
If someone before you had not discovered Pangea and created Breaking Bad, you would be one of the most influential people to ever live.
Pretty much like, yeah, Isaac Newton.
Yeah.
How about that? I can't believe nobody ever thought of that before.
I'm positive they did.
I know they did. Everybody did. It fits perfectly together. Let's see. Other neighboring countries would include South Africa and Argentina. Europe's still kind of out on its own. Europe would touch like Canada. Russia and Canada would have a giant lake in between them where the Arctic Ocean is. That'd be a sick lake, though. And let's see, Australia.
Damn, I wonder what the immigration laws would be then.
If you could just walk everywhere. Yeah, Pangea kind of rocks. But so when Pangea was around, did that mean that there was like one side of the globe that just had nothing on it, just water?
I would assume.
So it just had a mega ocean.
Did you know that the world's ocean water is older than our solar system?
But it's part of our solar system.
Mm-hmm. Do you know how we have water here?
No.
Oh, well, allow me.
Okay, enlighten me.
It came from meteors, ice meteors. The world's ocean water, that's where it is believed to have come from.
Okay, so the water wasn't here. It was just rock until the meteors crashed into it?
Ice, yeah.
That's trippy.
Yeah, so like the water that's on the Earth is older than the solar system.
Whoa.
Allegedly.
Is that just a guess, though?
It's an educated guess.
I'm seeing that most ocean water likely came from volcanic outgassing during the Earth's early history.
Let's debate.
It does say some from asteroids in comments.
Yeah, well, I could have got that wrong.
But that feels like that couldn't be the primary source. It'd have to be so many.
That's a lot of water. I don't know. I just heard that one time.
And then some water may have formed through chemical reactions between hydrogen and oxygen containing minerals in Earth's crust and mantle.
Yeah, so some, which is still wild to think about. The water here outdates the entire here.
What about all the rocks? Are those from meteors too?
I don't know. I'm not a geologist. I don't know everything about that shit. I have my tidbits that I understand.
All right. Anything else for today's nanodosing? And we got any takes they want to get off?
Nah.
Okay. Big T?
No, I don't think so.
Has anything happened in the critical thinking group chat since?
There actually has been a message sent since we've been talking. They talked about it on the Yak also.
Care to share?
The message that was sent is a Brief recap. They haven't recovered the bullet. They haven't presented any video or photographic evidence of the alleged shooter with the gun. The alleged shooter did not confess to law enforcement. They haven't presented any pictures or videos of the alleged shooter changing his clothes on the roof, which is contradicted by the photos that have been released. So on and so forth. That is from...
Oh, is there a claim that isn't the guy?
Maybe. I don't know.
They're just asking questions.
Just asking questions.
We might end up seeing all of this eventually, and I hope we do. But so far, the quote evidence that's actually been presented is hardly convincing.
The quote evidence.
Do they know that they are not currently seated on the jury that is deliberating this case? So the evidence that's produced they're not necessarily entitled to it.
Yeah, this is just critical thinking. So
okay, is it critical thinking, or is it looking at posts online?
Buddy, I don't know. I don't want to be in this.
Okay, all right.
I thought about leaving immediately, but I was like, that's going to look harsh.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just letting them send. Maybe once this goes out, they'll kick me out. I don't know.
This is,
it's not bad though. It's like guys who are like obviously frustrated about an event, and they're like, it's like a trust thing. You know what? I feel like we can figure this thing out together, or at least vent together our frustration about the investigation.
Believe me, I do believe there are plenty of things in this world for which you should question some official narratives. I just, maybe we have a solution in search of a problem.
Yeah, I think maybe there's a lot of question narratives, which I think is healthy, but you should probably wait for a little bit to question the narratives until after the narrative is actually put out there.
Right.
Right now, we don't even have a narrative.
I love Dante, though.
Yeah. I mean, it is healthy brain.
Other than when he kicked me out for something that was so clearly not me, it was laughable. But I do like Dante.
Very funny that the critical thinking group chat did not get to the bottom of that one.
Right.
Also, I love the group that we have in there. Dante, White Sox Dave,
Nikki Smokes. Yeah.
These guys, these are
Heavy hitters.
Tough to pull the wool over their eyes. Got to get up pretty early in the morning to fool White Sox Dave.
Yeah.
You should just like play contrarian in there, dog. And just go straight full state propaganda.
It's just not. Also, I will say this. There are group chats and alliances within Barstool Sports that you would never know.
Yeah.
Because the people in them actually, it would never get out.
They
like
keep
this.
it on the hush.
Yeah. I'll leave it at that.
Oh, you got to give me a hint.
I don't. That's precisely why you don't know.
You have to give me a hint.
There are alliances within these walls that people would never guess.
I've never been approached by any Barstool member to be a part of an alliance.
I'm sure if you were here every day,
Except
you
surviving.
would. No, even then.
True.
So nobody wanted to click over me then either.
Kirk Minahan and Kelly Keegs.
I can't speak to that. I have no idea.
That's my guess.
Madeline and Smokes. You'd never know.
I have a secret suspicion that they are in cahoots. Yeah.
Me and Smokes?
Is there cahoots?
No.
One cahoot?
Not
Is
even.
one
Great app, by the way.
Is one side cahooting?
No.
I think Nicky Smokes might be cahooting.
He might think he's cahooting.
Yeah, he thinks. I don't think there's cahoots. I think there is a cahoot, and I think Nicky Smokes, because he's always like, Mad Dog, me. We respect each other, but we hate each other.
He respects. I think he respects how much I hate it.
Yeah, like he'll reach out, and you will not accept the reach outs.
Yes, actually, there was one cahoot last week. Indirect cahoot. He asked Annika to ask me a question about how I run social media pages.
That's what I'm saying. There's a cahoot.
There was an indirect cahoot.
Not reciprocated.
I cahooted to Annika.
Oh, so you are in cahoots.
No, I didn't cahoot with him. I just said, this is how I run macro.
I love that, though, reaching out through an intermediary. Like it's the Cold War. Yeah. You're like, hey, Germany, could you pass this along, please?
The girls are in alliance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys know each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are girls.
Are you guys synced up?
Big T, give me one hint about
Can't do it. Can't do it. But there are group chats here that would shock you.
Jack Mac and Gia.
I don't know anything about that. No.
See, Big T, that's the kind of guy that would not leak information about the critical thinking group chat.
Well, I don't care enough about the critical thinking group chat, but if it was a group chat that I did care about, yeah, also I would not. So,
can you drop something in there for me?
In the critical thinking?
Yeah.
What depends? What do you want?
A link to an article about how Finland does not exist.
Can you provide
Yes,
me with
I can. I can provide you with.
You don't have it.
I want to see where they go with this. So tune back in to Macrodosing on Thursday to find out what happens. I'm gonna actually.
I haven't committed to doing that, but
you should totally just troll the group, bro.
I'll look into it. I don't want to listen. If y'all want to have the critical thinking group chat, by all means, go for it. I just don't want to be in it right now.
I'm gonna start a Barstool critical thinking.
Now that could be funny.
A critical thinking.
Yeah. Assistant to the regional manager.
Yeah. It's about to be lit. Our whole vibe is just to be critical of the group that's critical.
Who are you thinking about putting in that? Nick, obviously.
Nick's definitely in there. I gotta go PFT.
Thank you.
I gotta put Spider.
Can I remove myself from the critical thinking group chat and align myself with the critical thinking chat?
No, brother, you're the mole. We need you in there. We need you doing on the ground.
I see.
That's
on
a
the
good
ground.
point.
Oh, I got one last thing I want to talk about with Mad Dog McKenzie.
Oh.
Do you guys know what I'm going to ask?
No.
I don't think so.
Wait. Oh, yes, I do.
Is she or isn't she?
No, I don't think so.
What's up with the modesty wall?
I don't know. You're asking
If Taylor
for
Swift
those
is-
that are out of the loop, if Taylor Swift is pregnant
Yes.
because she was hidden behind a wall yesterday.
I have a question
game.
about that.
I don't
I
think
didn't
she is
even
for the
hear about
record
that.
because she's not married.
Well, one, yeah, she's a virgin
Yeah.
because she's not married.
Yeah.
And two, we've seen her recently, like, in public. It's not like, I don't think it would be all of a sudden she pops out 9 months pregnant.
If that was actually her, why did they not show her like in her box or whatever?
I don't know. I will say it was odd that we didn't see anything from her yesterday. And then also, like, yeah, they covered it up with like a I don't even know what that was. Just some sort
Wait, who is this? What is this?
Taylor Swift went to Travis Kelce's game yesterday, but she usually does the same kind of walk to her suite that you see every week, and you kind of see her outfit or whatever. And yesterday she walked, but they covered her with a board, so you couldn't see her. Like, you knew it was her, but like you couldn't see who it was, or you couldn't see her.
Are we sure that the board wasn't for like Jackson Mahomes?
Like, you're saying it was Jackson Mahomes, not Taylor Swift?
How do we know it's Taylor?
I don't know. I'm assuming. I think. Yeah, I just am assuming. I think people saw. I wasn't totally logged in for that yesterday. I believe people saw like her security though, and people like know
Okay.
who her security guards are.
I wasn't like staring at the game like that. I had it on in the background. We had some people over it, but I didn't see Taylor Swift. Did they show her a lot? I didn't.
No,
see
they
her
didn't
like
show
that.
her at all. I don't think, because I would have. No offense, I would have seen. I would have seen
A
it.
little TF, huh? A little Taylor fatigue.
I don't know. I don't know what it was. Some people said on my Twitter that maybe kind of with the whole Charlie Kirk thing, it was like a safety precaution. I don't know. I don't know if that even like crosses her mind, but I think
She definitely has some weirdos out there.
yeah, and I think that's definitely a concern for her. So maybe she wanted to just really stay super precautious yesterday, which I'm fine. Like, do whatever you need to do. I don't think it's because she's pregnant, though. I do not think that's why. I think we've seen her enough in very, very recent timelines that it you don't just go from like 0 to hero with a pregnancy bump. So I don't think so. But I don't know. I think the Charlie Kirk thing maybe made her security a little more heightened. Who's to say? I don't know.
I think
but
that's probably a reasonable guess because
Yeah.
she's been politically outspoken in the past, and
yeah, I think that's also a big part of it is that she has spoken up before. And last summer there was a threat at one of her concerts that was shut down. So she's been around dangerous situations before. I don't think she wants to put herself into them if she doesn't have to.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would assume. But I don't know. I don't think it's a pregnancy thing, though, is my take.
All right. No Killer Trav Jr. on the way.
No, I mean they're not married yet. I don't think there's been any canoodling.
No canoodling. No cahoots.
They can cahoot, but I don't think. I mean, if I know Taylor, she's not canoodling.
She's not putting out.
Not before marriage.
Agreed. All right, we will see you guys on Thursday for Macrodosing. Love you guys.